Hey, it's Pa Quinn, the open field. Imagine, if you will, an open field of possibilities where you can do anything you want. And bring to mind the word Pa Quinn. Open possibility of whatever you can create. So as we get into this modern church disciplinary tactics or actions, one of the things that they tend to do is something that we call gaslighting. And ultimately gaslighting is a combination of things, but mostly it's trying to alter someone's reality. Either force them to feel belittled before people and obligated to do something, which is a normal thing that we have in our groups as a society anyway. Social ostracization happens when people don't seem to be doing the normal thing and people sort of shun them. Makes sense. I think it can be a disastrous thing when we use it or overly use it like some religious institutions do. The one that I've spoken about did so openly with me amongst their parishioners. There was 2 men there that I asked for help directly, and they specifically froze because they didn't know how to respond. Because I was supposed to go to Carol and all of them first with all these sins that they had imagined were upon my life, and maybe they are, maybe they are not, but they never even asked me. That is not how God has a relationship one to another. So I wanted to start getting into videos about like just a couple quick segments of, hey, yo, this is an ugly relationship thing for the room that you're in. Maybe you should leave. Find another meeting. Or, hey, this church might not work for you because they're busy ignoring what you're asking for that you know you need. When they treat you like a non-person, I mean, how do you feel when someone refuses to answer you yes or no? Don't you feel a bit disrespected? So can you imagine being someone that has really no power above others because they're a bit slow when it comes to social things and can't mature? So to help these poor little children along, we gaslight them into a corner, socially ostracize them as a church, hoping that they'll come to righteousness. That's not how God intended it to work. And it's almost like it's a backlash to the Vygotsky thing of scaffolding. If you set a bunch of kids free and have like a Lord of the Flies, scaffolding will exist. It's not anything other than the normal way that we socialize ourselves in strict manners. Those things tend to be wrong, and the Christian does so. That's why they have the weird disciplinary practices. But real quick, gaslighting, the term, ultimately comes from an 1880s, 1890s sort of a time frame when a type of Christian is literally the term that they use, gaslighting their poor little children, and they're killing them by suffocating them and trying to suffocate ugly spirits out of their lives. This is where the original term gaslighting comes from. It's also, there's a lot of other psychological tactics that go into manipulating people in group ways where they're being bullied into corners, so to speak. And there are some, without a doubt, mass shootings in our nation state that are someone pushing someone to find out if they will make it or break break for their parents to act. I'm hoping that they're spies, but that's my nation state. I live here with a bunch of militia people and all kinds of other weird political factions. And, I know it seems we're all at each other's throats, but we all just want to get along. Anyway, Pa Quinn, just speaking on my mind for you. See you later.